Hey folks, this is Ela Jarvis and I am going to talk about what to do with that phthalo green paint that's in your palette. What I often see happen with students, especially beginners, is that they want to paint something, a deep green object, whether it's a tree or they're doing a bouquet. This is some mint that I have here, and they go, okay, I want a deep green. Let's go for the deep green that's in your palette, and you go straight in and they start to paint. And they realize that this color looks absolutely nothing like these leaves here. And they get frustrated. Either they ignore it and they just keep going thinking there's nothing they can do, or they get frustrated. And so I'm going to show you how can you turn this color into the color you actually want. So what's going on here is we have a very, very bluish green. There's absolutely no red at all in this green. So you can see how green and red are opposite in the color wheel. And this really, really intense green just doesn't exist in nature. Most greens contain just a tiny bit of red, just a little bit, to make it a more dull, more natural, neutral color. So, okay, so what do? Do I just start mixing red straight in there? I could. If I take a dark red and just start mixing it in, but it's not gonna look, it's gonna look a little odd if I just go on for the deepest red and start mixing it in there. Right now it looks almost more like a purple. So that didn't really work. So what do I mean? What do I mean by mixing red in there? Well, green, it's also, you need a lot of yellow as well. Green is also yellow and blue. So I have an orange over here that I mixed. I used this orangey color, and I could have tried this one, but I wanted to do something that I thought would work. So this orangey color plus phthalo green. Let's see what that does. So I have both yellow and a warm red in there. And that is a better match. That is a closer color to that. And I can keep tweaking this color if I want to. If I want it to be even more yellow, I could add even more yellow to it. And I'm just mixing directly on the paper. So you can adjust that color until it's the color that you like. You don't just settle for what comes out of your palette. You play around with it. So that orange is one option. You could even also try just the tiniest bit of brown and yellow, because brown is just all these colors together with extra orange. The orange is what keeps it from being black. The orange is, so here we go. This is some brown, just the tiniest bit. And look at that. Kind of does the same thing. Just makes it a little bit more natural. Less looks like, keeps it from looking like a plastic or kind of a strange metaphysical color. So that's my quick tip on how to make your greens the color that you actually want. You know, and of course, if you wanted to do something like this, a really pale green, then you just need to add more water to it. And then you got something that'll be closer to that. So look at your subject and play around a little bit. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be stuck with whatever you have in there. All right, I hope you find that helpful.